you played early. You played quite early this morning.
We did.
Was that quite hard to sort of get things going?
I mean, it's a little strange having to get on stage and do your thing at like 11:30 in the morning, but we got a pretty good night's sleep last night, and there was a lot of people, way more than we expected in that tent when we went on. So it wasn't so bad, Like for these big fests, they're not our favorite situation live with the barrier. Kids are so far away, and we're definitely used to a more intimate, like kids just all around us. But for what it was fine. There was really a lot of people that watched us. I think a lot of people that never saw us before checked us out. And we did the best we could based on how early in the morning it was, we'll kick and screen and make a scene, but usually if we show up and there's a barrier and there's nothing we can do, we just have to deal with it. We've done some pretty big tours in the States with some big bands. We did a run with Strung Out. A lot of those nights were barriers. We did some shows with Hatebreed, there were barriers, and we hate it, but at the end of the day, if they're not going to change your mind no matter what you do, Like when we play at home, they know that we'll never tolerate a barrier. Like we have some say in a few clubs where they just know that, Bane isn't going to want a barrier if we're headlining, if it's like our show, but, in places like this, we just got to play by their rules and just kind of charge through it, Yeah, I would say yes. Like right now, things are really surprising as far as how many kids are coming to shows, how many kids are psyched on hardcore and metal and stuff. Like this tour we're on is pretty diverse. Architects and Misery Signals are on the tour, and they're not, really straight up hardcore bands. But Outbreak and Comeback Kid, I would say, fall in that category. And every night on this tour has been really big numbers, like more than what would come to an average show in America. So it feels like things are real strong here, And I think we've been here, I guess it's the third time in a year and a half for us, so we've been in kids' faces a little more, so kids seem a little bit more excited about us than they did maybe 2 or 3 years ago when the gaps between our European tours were really kind of long. Like I think we went a 3-year stretch where we didn't come. So once we finally came back, it was kind of like starting over for us, Like not a lot of kids knew us, and we had to kind of like start from square one with kids again. But now, since the notes come out, we've been here a little more consistently, so it's starting to feel a little more comfortable for us.
So this is your biggest European tour?
Well, we did one in 05 with Comeback Kid when Wake the Dead just came out, and that was pretty big too. I guess the numbers were comparable to this, but as far as us feeling like kids are excited about us, and most nights us getting a pretty strong reaction, this has definitely been the best for us. This little run we're on with Comeback Kid has been pretty crazy, pretty fucking great. But yeah, like last year, we did a tour with Have Heart in Ceremony, and that went really, really well. I guess that was 2 years ago now. And then last year we came and did some festivals by ourselves. Like we played Fluff. We headlined Fluff Fest last year in Czech Republic, and that was amazing. So things feel good here. Like we're always excited to come back to Europe these days. I think we'll be back in like August. Play Ypres.